Oh, oh, oh. Alright guys, how's it going? Eastbayanglers out here. We're talking fishing today. We're talking modifications. I know you guys can't wait. I can't wait to tell you guys all the different ways I modify my blade baits. Now, when we're talking about bladed jigs, we're talking about chatterbaits, we're talking modifications. I'm gonna get straight to it. And you know, these are my top 5, but maybe I'll give you some extra here. Let me tell you the fundamental here. The trailer is everything. So obviously, you know, modifying different trailers, just different trailers, whether it's a swim bait or grub or a fluke, or whether it's something with that split tail, whether it's something with a paddle tail, whether it's something that's a curly tail, those particular things are something that those fish are keying in on for different reasons. Now they're also going to key in on like sizes and all that. So you know all that, okay. But here's some of the things you can do. One, a lot of people get a vise and get the tip of your chatterbait, your bladed jig. And the more when you put it in the vise, make sure everything's centered and even, which is actually fairly easy. And then at that point, you just want to push it forward, and you're gonna basically bend that tip of that blade the same bend that it already has in it, just gonna slightly make it just ever slightly more. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna allow that bait to run a lot more aggressive in the water. This is also sometimes achieved by overworking a chatterbait. So that's a method where you're just kind of overworking the dang thing and it's darting side to side. It's not running right anymore, kind of getting those reaction lights. Now, that's one thing. Another thing you can do, you know, is you can actually add some kind of a rattle in there, some kind of a bell, screw lock it on. That adds a lot. Another thing that you guys can do is, you know, for me, I don't know about you guys, but it really makes all the difference when I go from one particular chatterbait blade to another. So this is what I mean. You know, you've got your Z-Man jackhammers, you've got your elites, you've got your customs, you've got your regular, standard, and then you've got everybody making all their own versions. But I make my own version, and so what I'm saying is Phoenix makes a blade, and there's just so many different blades. Now, each blade's thicker, thinner, different blades, different materials, right? And it creates a different click. So sometimes if you're going out, you know, fishing with that blade that is essentially the jackhammer blade, throw in the jackhammer, that's great. But maybe the bite kind of shuts down. Pull out the custom, pull out the elite, completely different, right? Maybe you've been using all of them. That's when you start going to those Phoenix, those custom ones that are, you know, just, you know, a little bit different. They're different enough to get extra bites. They're not necessarily going to be your, how do I put this? They're not always going to be the best lure on deck, on the boat, or in the bank. They're not always going to be your best, you know, producing lure, but they're going to get you bites that you wouldn't have got. So they do catch, you know, so it is, you know, big fish bait, in my opinion. And I can't tell you, you know, I love throwing the chatterbait, but, you know, modifying this thing is, you know, sometimes gonna make the difference, and sometimes these fish are just gonna hit it either way. They're just going crazy. But, you know, I still apply my scents, my attractants. I still add small things. I believe that, I know this is gonna sound crazy to you guys. I'm gonna share this with you. If you have a chrome or a silver blade, that can work really good in certain fisheries, those color blades. but or that stainless steel, that what, you know, that one of them's even like a black nickel stainless steel. But there, you know, there's a particular particular colors. It's like you have to use silver and gold chrome with bait fish type colors, and it seems like when I'm fishing that dark blade in front, I have to go with those natural colors. It increases my hookup, you know, by a lot, so my bites. So that's just something I thought I'd let you guys know, is pair those you know, black, or if you're, you know, say you're getting a jackhammer, you know, put a darker color on there and do yourself a favor. For some reason, at least the fish in my area are being extremely picky. So I don't know. As far as the chatterbait, remember, each gear ratio is a little different. So each person that goes out there and says, I'm fishing the chatterbait. Yeah. Okay. You got a chatterbait tied on. He's got a chatterbait tied on. You're fishing 6-4-1. He's fishing, you know, 7-1-1, 10-1-1. Big difference, guys. So, you know, the actual gear ratio of your reel is so important. I'm going to stick with 7-1 if I'm given a choice all year, and I recommend you do the same. So I hope all this information helps you guys modify your chatterbaits. You know, don't be afraid to get yourself some markers, get yourself some, you know, mark some detail, make it bleed. Go ahead and get yourself some spike it markers, you know, get yourself some, add some detail. But I hope you guys get out there and get some fish. Appreciate you staying tuned, coming by, watching the video. Appreciate it. Thank you.